hello friends, hello family. Greetings to everyone watching me, depending on where you are and your time. I am Narrator. Today, I'll be sharing with you the easy steps of getting a job in Europe. What are the easy steps of getting a job in Europe? I know as a job seeker, you will be eager searching for the easy ways of getting a job in Europe. But the truth is, there are really no easy ways of getting a job in Europe. To get a job in Europe, countries across Europe high based on the skills and experience you have to offer to their company. So there are really no easy ways of getting a job. Factors to consider are: one, get to know your visa. Research your visa. Know the type of document you have. Not all visas guarantees that you can actually work in Europe. Without work permit, you cannot apply for a job in Europe. So you should be able to understand the type of document you have. Different countries across Europe have varying visa requirements. So make your research, get to know the type of document you have before applying for any job. That aside, one major factor that should also be considered is the national language of the country in which you find yourself in. What is the national language of the country in which you find yourself in? For example, I am in Spain, and in Spain, that we all know their national language is Spanish. So you should be able to understand a little Spanish or express yourself a little in Spanish to make it easy for you to get a job. Back in Africa, using myself as a case study, back in Africa, I used to think English is the only international language. It is spoken everywhere. Yes, the truth is English is an international language and an important language. But when it comes to Europe, every country has its national language and they don't joke with their national language. So you have to understand their national language better to help you get a job easily. So aside getting to understand this national language, I will also advise you to master your CV and cover letter better. Master your CV and cover letter. When I talk about mastering your CV and cover letter, you should be able to express yourself, be able to introduce yourself to the hiring company, telling them how you can contribute to the growth of their company. Tell them the skills and experience you have and how it will be an advantage to their company. Also choose a job search strategy. I will advise you use online portals and recruitment agencies when searching for a job to make it easy for you. And I will also advise you to learn to handle rejections. Learn how to accept rejections and know that it is part of the job searching processes. For example, I got rejected several times. I got rejected to the extent that it got to a point I almost got depressed, thinking I was going to stay at home forever. But believe me, rejections are part of the search process. So you should understand this and keep on putting in your effort. Don't be discouraged and you will definitely get a job. Finally on my list is driving license, which is very important. To get a driving license in Europe is very important. Almost all the countries or all companies require driving license before recruiting. So if I don't have a driving license and another person have a driving license and we are applying for a job, it will be easy for the person to get that job. Why? Because it will prove to the hiring company that this person will always be available at all times. It makes movement easy and it will not also limit you to a particular place when applying for a job. You will not be limited to one place. You can broaden your search for a job. Without the means to get to your workplace, you cannot really get uh, the job easily. So these are the few steps I have to share with you when searching for a job in Europe. Be expecting more of my videos. Thanks for watching me. Bye bye. I love you all.